Hello, 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 and welcome back. If you are new here, hi, my name is Shaniqua. I'm the owner of Shanique Skincare. I'm a real estate investor and I am a millennial human being, just like millions of other people out there. And today, we are not here to talk about skincare. We're not even here to talk about self care. We are here to talk about business and three things that I have learned that hopefully can not only help me, but help you. So the first thing that I want to talk about is cutting cost, right? And cutting cost is something that not only benefits you in business, but if it benefits you in life, right? And you could have all the money in the world, and even multi-billion dollar corporations are always trying to find ways to cut costs. Okay. So this is not about having $1 million. This is literally about having a simple practice that is beneficial in so many ways. And I'm just gonna delve into part of the reasons why, right? Cutting costs, it helps your bank account, right? It helps your business, it helps your personal finances because the economy, clearly we know what the economy is going, right? We know what it's doing. We know that things are increasing in price, but things may not be increasing as far as income, right? If you're a business owner, trying to cut costs is very beneficial because maybe your resources that you're drawing from are costing more money than it used to, so you have to find ways, you have to find innovative ways to cut costs, right? If somebody offers something wholesale, right? If there's an annual subscription instead of a monthly subscription that takes off just 10% of the price, these are things to look out for and these are things to be mindful for, right? On the personal side, if you've set a budget for yourself and you've expended that budget, then clearly you need to figure out, hey, where can I cut costs at? Do I really need this Netflix subscription and this HBO subscription and this Prime? Do I need all of these subscriptions or can I cut down to maybe like two, right? These are things to think about and these are just very simple ways that you can cut costs that will literally save you hundreds of dollars a year and thousands of dollars down the line, right? Cutting costs, it cuts down on your stress, it increases your well-being, you feel more stable, you feel more comfortable, and you also have a sense of confidence because you've reinforced in yourself that you do have the ability to stick to what you said you were going to do in relation to your finances. So cutting cost is very beneficial and I implore you to try it as much as you can. The second thing that I want to talk about is pulling together. Yes, pulling together, grabbing your village and literally pulling your resources together to grow what you have. You guys, we live in a day and age where individualism is, of course, if it's a necessity, then it's a necessity. But if it's not a necessity and you have a village of family, of friends, of relatives, of your spouse, of your children, that are intentional and focused about a common goal, I definitely encourage you to explore that, because individualism is great in certain aspects and it's necessary, but that's not the solution all of the time. Sometimes pulling together your resources as a whole and pouring into a bigger endeavor is so much more helpful because you don't have to do it by yourself. As a business owner, as a brand owner of Shane Skincare, I rely heavily on my village to help me because if I did not have them to help me and I had to do everything by myself, I don't know how I would do it, right? I don't know how I would function just doing everything that I have to do without relying on my village. And the notion that you don't need people and that people cannot help you is just simply false, right? People want to help. People also desire help. It's just all about aligning yourself with people with a common goal and common interest. And you guys all work together and you get to the common goal together. So the second thing is definitely pull your village together, pull your resources together, and make things happen. And the third thing that I want to talk about is being intentional, being so intentional. I cannot express how being intentional about your actions, about how you show up in the world, about what it is that you want for yourself. Being intentional is so important, right? Because you could be doing everything in the world and you're in this direction, but your intent is this way, right? Like your actions align with your intention. And that is why it is so important to know what your intention is. What is your goal? What is it that you want to do, right? What is the desired result that you want to achieve, right? It is so important to be armed with that information every single day, right? Your intention aligns with your purpose, and that is truly what gives you the fuel to keep going in the direction that you want to go, right? So be intentional about what it is that you want. Be intentional about how you show up in the world. Be intentional about how you care for yourself and really how you do things. Intentionality is a game changer. And I'm telling you, the more intentional you are, the more results you're going to see. So cut costs, be resourceful with your village, and be intentional. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for more videos. And until next time.